question everything, but the truth should not be televised. And that's for sure. So with that, you know, I was just talking to an elder and stuff, and they was talking about how we got to vote. And we got into a, you know, little tight, you know, discussion about voting. But like I told them, you know, I don't got no beef with voting if it worked. We've been voting since 1870. February 3rd, 1870 is when they gave us the right to vote. Notice the words. We had to go to another nation who holocaust us to get rights to be able to have any type of say in the system. But since 1870, the people that started that then, if you go back and look up, I think a couple of them brothers got lynched over that, literally, you know, and we've been fighting the good fight ever since, dealing with voting. But just like Malcolm X said years ago, we have all these people that come out and they do all this talking about how they're going to do all sorts of stuff for our community and our people to get us to come out and vote for them. And then the moment we come out and vote for them and they get into office, they revert on what they were saying and don't do nothing for our people. And everything that they were saying they was going to do for our people before they got in office, all of a sudden become lies. We experienced that with just Joe Biden alone, and many others. We know this to be the truth. But that's Malcolm X back then saying that. Just like the hitman Hitler said back in 1922 about democracy. Go look up that video on YouTube about what he said about democracy, on how it's a bunch of bullshit. It's two parties where one party will tell you all sorts of shit about how they gonna help you and do all sorts of shit for you. And then the people will go out and vote for that party, say the Democratic Party, vote, till you exhausted with them not doing nothing for your community and nothing is happening. But they've been telling you all these years that it's something they're going to do something for your community until they get in office, and then they renege on everything they said. And then eventually the people get exhausted with voting for them and going to the Democratic poll. And then eventually they say, well, fuck it, we're going to go to the Republican poll. And then they go over there because the Republicans saying they're going to do this, that, and the third. And you go over there and you vote for them. And notice eventually that nothing is happening for your community, nothing happening for the people. And you get exhausted with voting for them. And then you go back to the other end, you go back over there, and you go back over there, and you go back, you be back and forth, and nothing ever get done for the people. That's democracy. For us anyways. Obviously all the other nations get goodies, giveaways, and guarantees. We don't get shit. So that's the reality of voting for us. So I say to all you elders today, what's the purpose of voting if all they're going to do is lie to us to get into office and then turn around and do shit for us, but do everything else for the brown community, do everything else for the Asians community, do everything else for all the other fucking communities but us. LGBT, the natives, you name it, but us. But we went out in drones to vote. Fuck that. If we going to vote, we want something for our votes. So the elder was like, well, our ancestors, our forefathers, you know, they bled and died for that voting. You're right. They did. But they bled and died on the basis of what? Getting something done for our people and in our communities for voting. They didn't die and bled just to vote. That's some bullshit. They did it because they wanted something to change for our people. That's the reality of voting. You vote somebody in the office so they can do something for the people that is voting for them. They're not doing nothing for us, guys. So what do that mean? You got to change something. You can't keep walking in a circle, and expecting something different to happen within that circle if you don't walk outside the circle. If you don't change something in the circle, then you just walking around in a circle expecting something to change, but you're not doing nothing different to make it change. That's a form of psychosis. We got to come out of that state of mind. That's some crazy shit. Keep doing some shit that don't work, expecting something to actually come out of something that already proven that it ain't gonna fucking work. Come on, man. We have more intelligence than that. If we got all these people already in office that look like us and they ain't doing shit for us, and we vote them into office, what the fuck do they tell us? What do that tell us? Same thing with the Obama and shit. Two terms. 2 terms, and then we still in ghettos and slums and hood. We still ain't get reparations. We still ain't get a bill passed for protection against hate crimes. We the first people to be fucking hated. Hatred in the goddamn country was built off of us. And we can't get the bill passed? We the number one to be hated. And none of these parties can give us a bill pass? Guys, We got to come out of that fucking form of thinking, man. If it don't work, then we need to do something else, bottom line. If it ain't showing tangibles in the form of making things better for us by us doing it, then we got to do something fucking else. That's the fucking reality to it. Either hold these motherfuckers accountable for being voted into office, or doing our own fucking thing where we ain't voting none of these motherfuckers into office because they ain't doing shit for us. If we got to get boots on the ground, 10 toes down, and get back out there boycotting in drones, a 2 million man march on Washington, whatever the fuck we got to do, we got to do it. But we can't keep doing the same exact goddamn thing and getting no goddamn results other than the same results, and that's nothing for our communities and our babies. What say you? Because at the end of the day, the change is already here. You just got to let it sink in. And the moment it do, you can change something too. Peace, peace.